Now we really know. They used to tell me never in my lifetime.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports. Today, we want to bring you guys an NBA playoff first round breakdown. Right. But, you know, we're going to give you some other stuff. So if you're new here, man, I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy, LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Let's go, Spade. Let me kick it off. If you guys haven't heard, I'm start off with some NFL news. If you guys haven't heard, Adrian Peterson has been reinstated, which is great news. But if you guys haven't heard, Adrian Peterson was suspended for majority of last year, aside from 1 or 2 games. But Roger Goodell said Adrian Peterson served this time and let him back in. So he's been reinstated. Adrian Peterson can join OTAs with the Minnesota Vikings. But if you guys haven't heard, there's teams that want AP. The Oakland Raiders want to trade for AP. The Dallas Cowboys want to trade for AP, as well as the Arizona Cardinals, Spade. How do you feel about Adrian Peterson being reinstated?
Well, I mean, so far the NFL has been a league of second chances.
Okay.
And if that's what they've been all this time, I don't see any reason why they shouldn't continue to be that. I mean, you know, I don't want to get into whether or not what he did was wrong. Well, we know it was wrong, but how wrong it was and whether or not this wrong is bigger than that wrong. The fact of the matter is the NFL gives second chances. Give Adrian Peterson one, you know, let him back in the league. So I'm actually happy for the guy.
Okay.
And, you know, I hope that this is something that we never have to hear about again. Adrian Peterson, up into this situation, kept his nose clean, and he was kind of, he was like the guy. Everybody liked AP. You know, he was that guy to like. So hopefully he can, you know, return to being that guy.
Yeah, he's been a model citizen in the NFL prior to this incident right here, but I definitely think he should have been reinstated. Now, let me strong arm a question as usual. I gotta ask you a question. Those teams that's trading for AP, where would you like to, if AP was being traded, where would you like to see AP, you know, be traded to? Yeah. He wasn't expecting this one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oakland definitely could use him. They need a running back. They got a young squad out there, young quarterback, a great running back, a good running back. But in this case, a great running back really helps a young quarterback kind of get into the groove. He keeps the defense honest. So it would help the Raiders to get AP. I kind of don't want to see them go to the Raiders, man. The Raiders just got that losing stench about them. They just find ways to lose, and I don't want that for AP. But then again, who knows? Adrian Peterson could go there and turn the culture around. He could make them a winning franchise. So,
I mean, me personally, I'm going to take the fan approach. Y'all already know I want Adrian Peterson in Dallas. DeMarco Murray went, you know, he got to stepping. I would love for AP to fill in that void that we let DeMarco Murray leave in the Cowboys backfield. Fill that void, AP. We need you. If we was able to get AP, I think we back like we never left. We can hand it to AP, and he could be just, if not better, than DeMarco Murray was last year. So I would love for the Cowboys to get AP. I would love that.
You guys don't really want to pay nobody, though. So, you know.
I be knowing.
Y'all
we'll franchise them. We'll franchise them.
All right. Well, look, man. I know you guys want to get into the first round playoff breakdown. That's the whole point of this show. But it's one thing that I saw this week that really bothered me. You know, I come in here and I crack my jokes and I laugh and I smile, but I'm serious here. This really bothered me. A lot of you guys have seen it. The Paris, I'm pretty sure you've seen it, but in case you haven't, man, ESPN reporter Britt McHenry had a situation where her car was towed, and she was actually caught on video going in on the parking lot attendant. I mean, just utter disrespect. I mean, just that was the thing she said to this lady was equivalent to just spitting in this lady's face, man. It was horrible. So if you saw it, what's your thoughts on that?
First and foremost, she was suspended a week, which I don't think was fair. I mean, Stephen A. Smith got suspended a week for saying some things on First Take where he is paid to give his opinion. He's paid to give his opinion on the show. He gave his opinion. He gave his opinion, and he was suspended for a week. So I don't agree with her being suspended for only a week. That being said, first of all, she has a lot of nerve she was definitely in the wrong because she got her car towed. And they were, let me tell you, Spade, I'm gonna be here for a minute.
Hey,
one thing that bothered me,
get it all for you.
One thing that bothered me, she sent the tweet saying she apologized. She having this rough day, this stressful day. Stressful day? You got your car towed. Go pay the money, get your car out, and be on your way. What do you mean stressful day? Like, lady, what about the people? What about the people that don't have the money when they get their car towed to go there same day and get their car out? Like, you are able to go there, pay the money, get your car out. All that stressful day, all you did was get your car stolen. Then she want to belittle the person.
Whoa. Toad.
What?
You said get your car stolen. I don't want her car to come up missing next week because they gonna come.
Oh, my bad. You got your car towed. Excuse me. I'm talking faster than you know. But she want to belittle the person, you know, that takes the money at the tow company. Like, the nerve. She told the person they need to lose weight. They can only work there with no college degree. She can only work there with no teeth. Like, the nerve. The nerve. First of all, just because you got a college degree doesn't mean you it. It's people with college degrees that work in the same spot. Like, just because you fortunate enough to land a job, which nobody knew who you were before this incident. You're not Hannah Storm. Thank you. You're not Hannah Storm. You're not Jamel Hill. You're not Josina Anderson. You're not Carrie Champion. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knew who you were before this. So just because you was able to land a job, you know what I mean? You shouldn't belittle a person. First of all, let me tell you something. The world needs people that do jobs like that. Your job isn't better than the next person's job because they could be out there stealing your car. They could be out there stealing your car. But that lady is trying to work to make a living, and she should not be belittled for doing her job. That is not fair. That is not fair. It pisses me off, man. How do you feel about this, babe?
Well, I pretty much feel the same. I mean, I got a question for you, though.
Okay.
I mean, this is a lady that was caught in the act. It's very rare that security cameras pick up audio. Most places that got security cameras only pick up a video feed.
Yeah.
You know, it was a camera up right above her, and it picked up her audio and her video. So how many more people do we respect, you know, professionally? People we see on TV or athletes or musicians or whatever that's even worse in public than this lady. I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not saying what she said wasn't wrong. It was super wrong. It went too far. It was really disgusting. I mean, to see it, it bothered me. I'm sure it bothered a lot of people. But how many more people are just as bad, if not worse? The only benefit they get is they haven't been caught on camera. I guess what I'm saying is,
I mean,
is it really that bad?
Yes, it's bad. Yes, but I think this is why a lot of athletes and people in the limelight get away. You know, they think they could get away with a lot of stuff because they think they have arrived. This is why things like guys like Aaron Hernandez and guys do stuff and they think it's okay to do because they always. I mean, this can't be her first time doing this. She probably go in places and spaz out all the time. You know what I mean? But this is why they think they can get away with it because they're somebody and they think they're above everybody else. This is why they do things like that because they think they can get away with it because they think, I'm doing the quote fingers here, they think they have arrived. I want to give a shout out to the person, I think it was a female, in the trailer. I want to shout her out because she kept her composure the whole time. Like, She really did. She lucky that she ran up against that person and not somebody that was like a goon because they would have stepped out the trailer on her. You know what I'm saying? For you to just talk to somebody like that and that lady keep her composure and still do her job, she should get a raise or a promotion or something. But, you know, in a customer service job, that's why a customer service job like that is a tough job to have. You are paid. I think you're paid to keep your composure because the way that lady went in on her is just terrible, man. It's just not fair. It's not fair. But I want to give a shout out to that lady for keeping her composure during that time because she really didn't say anything back. She really didn't.
Yeah,
can't wait. You know what? Yeah, she did. But I want to know what you guys think, you know, about Britt McHenry, the ESPN reporter. Do you think what she said was wrong? I mean, I don't know who wouldn't think what she said was wrong. I mean, people at your job, you can get frustrated and And you know, you could be having a bad day, but don't take it out on somebody else that's just trying to do their job, man. That's terrible. That's terrible.
You know what I'd like to see? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'd like to see from you, Brit Brat, in case you watching the show. You know, I mean, you at home for a week. You ain't got nothing to do anyway.
Yeah,
I really would like to see her go back and apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Me personally, I'm not saying I've ever done anything like this, but I have my days, and I've done some things and said some things that I wish I could take back.
I mean, everybody do, man.
You know, I feel like what she did was bad, but putting out a Twitter apology, to me, that ain't it. You don't even know if that lady on Twitter. Don't apologize to us. You apologizing to us because we saw what you did. Go to that lady and say, you know what? I came through here the other day. I was a total bitch. I was wrong for that. I'm sorry. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe the lady will forgive you. Maybe she won't. But I definitely think, I think inside she'll feel better about it. I don't want her to apologize to me. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say any of that to me. She wouldn't say any of that to me. She wouldn't get half of that out of her mouth because I'd have came out of there. You know what I'm saying? But
I want to make one more point.
I feel like she owed that lady an apology. Straight up.
I want to make one more point. She was belittling the lady and saying that, oh, you know, you got to drop out of college to work here, or you know, you got to have missing teeth or lose some weight and all that. Let me tell Britt something, just in case she ain't know. It's college dropouts that's way more successful than her. You know what I mean? I.e. Zuckerberg, i.e. Who else, man? Give me some. Bill Gates. Come on, man. Like, the list goes on and on. Like, they are more successful than she will ever be. They make way more money than she will ever be. It's people on YouTube that have high school degrees, high school diplomas that are way more successful than you will ever be. That way popular, way more popular than you will ever be. That make way more money than you will ever make. So for you to just be like, for you to just think because you got a college degree, you it. That's not the case, baby girl. You need to do your research, and she should really feel like crap for the way she talked to that person, man. She should really feel like crap. And ESPN, you got to do better than a week, man. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith and Bill Simmons got suspended. Bill Simmons got suspended for a month for saying something. Like, come on, man. Like, her suspension should be way longer than a week. Come on, ESPN, do better. And I love ESPN, but do better. Do better.
Well, we got to move forward. But before we do, you know the actual sad thing about this?
What's that?
This is going to help her career. Yeah. Because most of us had no idea who she was. Yeah. I had never heard of her.
We're talking about her. We're talking about her.
Exactly. So, you know, unfortunately, man, the parking lot attendant probably won't ever get that apology. And this chick right here just picked up another 50,000 Twitter followers.
Yeah.
But enough of that, man. What else you got for us?
Let's move on. We're going to go to the NBA playoffs, what you guys tuned in for. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear about no Brit Brat.
Y'all don't want to hear about Brit Brat.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about some NBA playoffs. If you guys don't know, the first round of the playoffs start tomorrow, which is Saturday. You guys, I know you guys are going to be tuned in. What I want to talk about, Spade, we're going to break down. We're going to pick who we got winning the first round series. Let's get into it. So I want to start off first. Golden State, New Orleans Pelicans. Who do you have winning the series and why?
Okay, so check this out. This is the 1 versus the 8.
Yeah.
Golden State has been on fire.
Yeah, they have.
On fire.
Best record in the league.
Instead of letting off the gas and cruising into the playoffs, they powered through the tape, and for that reason, I believe they'll have all the momentum. I got Golden State in 5 in this series, man. What you got?
Well, I'm gonna pick Golden State to win this series, but I'm gonna pick Golden State in 6. I'm gonna give the Pelicans 2 games just off the Anthony Davis factor. I think Anthony Davis could will the Pelicans to 2 wins. To me, in a couple of years, maybe one or two more years, Anthony Davis will be the best player in the NBA. He is a stud. He's a stud. So just off the Anthony Davis factor. Just off the Anthony Davis factor, I'm going to give them 2 games. But I do have Golden State winning this series.
Okay. I assume you're going to give them those 2 games in New Orleans. Because
of course.
Them folks over there don't care nothing about no Anthony Davis. All right, let's move on to our second game, Western Conference game, man. We got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. This is the 4 and the 5. How you got this series going?
Whew, now, this was a tough series for me to pick. This was, you know, Portland. Portland, you know, they have a couple of injuries. But I think Portland can compete. I think this will be one of the more entertaining series in the playoffs in the first round. I'm gonna have Memphis winning in 7. I think it's going 7 games, and I have the Grizz winning out in 7. How do you feel?
Well, you know me. I like the crunch. And what I found is Memphis swept. I think I found that stat. I think Memphis swept Portland in the regular season. This was when Portland had Wesley Matthews.
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews is not there. Aaron Flalo's looking like he's not there even when he is there. So you know what I got? This one's going to shock you. Sorry, Dame Lillard. Sorry, bro. I got Memphis in 5.
Oh, what? Memphis in 5? Wow.
In 5.
Wow. So hey, Spade, hold on, Spade.
They didn't beat them in the regular season. Why would they get better now?
I can dig it. Spade, you don't think LA can't cook them to 1 or 2 more wins?
I think you could. And I've said this before. You know the only problem with LaMarcus Aldridge?
What's that?
He needs somebody to give him the ball.
Lillard.
Damian Lillard gonna come down and he gonna be in one-on-one mode. I've seen him do it. He did it against Chicago. LaMarcus Aldridge came out and cooked Chicago in the first half. And in the second half, Damian Lillard and Derrick Rose engaged in a one-on-one battle. And LA was just down there like, whenever you feel like it, bro, I'm down here cooking.
Yeah,
so for that reason right there, man, I don't believe that LA can win the game for him. Unless somebody takes Lillard and say, go down every time and dump it into LA. And I don't think Damian Lillard is going to do that. So, Memphis in 5, man. Zebo.
Moving on.
Don't embarrass me, Zebo. Let's go.
All right, moving on. We're going to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers versus the San Antonio Spurs. This is the 3-6 matchup. Spade, who you got winning and why?
Now, this one's going to shock you, man. This one's going to shock you.
Uh-oh.
Every year, you know what people say? The Spurs are old.
Yeah.
And they just be old. But they just get it done. But this year, to me, in my own opinion, these guys just haven't looked as crisp as they have in the past. Let's take their last game of the regular season. They win that game, they're a 2 seed. They lose that game, they're a 6 seed. They had a lot riding on their game. They went out there and took an L. Now, I still got them winning this series, but I got San Antonio in 7. Hard-fought series.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say San Antonio wins this series, but I'm going to say San Antonio wins this series in 6. If you want to talk about last games, the couple of last games the Clippers had, Chris Paul and Blake Griffin they've been at each other's neck. Word on the street is, people on the Clippers don't like Chris Paul. They don't like Chris Paul, man. So I don't know what the Clipper future is looking like with Chris Paul, but for that reason, I have San Antonio winning this series in 6. Another thing, Popovich, man, I love Doc Rivers, but Coach Pop, when it comes playoff time, his team gels and Pop turns into Voltron. Like, he turns into this amazing coach. He forms into Voltron. If you guys don't know who Voltron is, look him up. Yeah, I probably just dated myself right there.
Yeah, we all. All right, so the last game we got here in the West, man, let's take it to Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Let's take the Houston Rockets versus the Dallas Mavericks. This is the 2 and the 7.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Fear the Bid, man. James Harden. He got Dwight Howard back. He has Terrence Jones is back from injury. Ariza's been playing better. They got Corey Brewer. I think they just better all around. I think they have a better bench. I think they can win this series in 6. I give Dallas 2 games. I have Houston winning it 4-2.
Well, this don't happen much on Strong Arm Sports, but we actually agree.
Oh,
I also
finally.
have Houston in 6. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna tell you. I feel as strongly about Houston as you do, but this team right here, this Dallas team, with a few changes, but this Dallas team pushed that San Antonio Spurs, that championship team last year, to 7 games. So at any given time, they can bring it. I just don't know if they're going to have enough given times in this series. I got it 4-2 Houston as well.
I think before we move on, I think for Dallas to cook, I think for Dallas to have a chance in this series, Monte got to cook, And of course, Dirk gotta give me more than 15 points. We need Dirk when he was cooking. We need Dirk to cook. So that's the only shot they have, I think, in my opinion. But we can move on to the East. Let's move on to the East. Like I said, the playoffs start tomorrow. We're going to talk about the 1AC Atlanta versus Brooklyn. Spade, I know where you're going already. Do I even need to ask? But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm still going to throw you a curveball. You know who I'm going, but you never would have figured this. Yeah, check this out, y'all. I feel like Paul George came back from that injury, and the Pacers was looking like it. The Pacers provide matchup problems for Atlanta. I was afraid for Atlanta if Paul Pierce, if Paul George and his Pacers could have got that, that 8th place spot. They didn't. Brooklyn's there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit you guys with it. You ain't ready to hear it. I think Atlanta going to give Brooklyn the broom. That's what I say.
What? They going to sweep them?
The broom.
Spade, what you drinking on over there, man? What you drinking over there?
The broom.
Man, listen. I have Atlanta winning this series. I don't think they're going to sweep Brooklyn. I give Brooklyn one game. I give them one game. I don't think they're going to sweep Brooklyn, though. But I have Atlanta winning this series 4-1. I think Brooklyn can sneak one in Brooklyn. So I don't see them getting swept. If they get swept, man, kudos to Atlanta. But I don't see Atlanta sweeping Brooklyn. I give Brooklyn one game.
I'm like the greatest game caller bro. It's gonna be a broom situation. All right, so here's our other game in the East. Another game in the East. Toronto versus Washington. This is the 4 and the 5. This is probably the most competitive series that I see. Picking this one right here gave me fit, so luckily for me, I get to go second. Who you got here?
Toronto and Washington. I agree with what you said about this being the most competitive series in the East. So I'm probably going to shock you. I'm going to go Toronto. I like Valanciunas. I like DeRozan. Terrence Ross has been playing better. Lowry's back from injury. And I'm going to tell you the sleeper player to watch out for. Grievous Vasquez. Shout out to Grievous Vasquez. When Kyle Lowry was out, he came in and he's been playing well. That's my sleeper player off the bench for the Raptors. And I think Toronto wins this in 7. It's going to go 7. This right here is going to be a very entertaining series.
Okay. This is Strong Arm Sports. We got to shoot it to you straight, but I can't really shoot this one straight. Let me tell you why.
What?
I'm going to tell you why. It's some health concerns on the Washington side.
Okay.
If Nene is healthy, which we don't know, right now they're saying,
Game
if
time
Nene
decision.
is healthy, then I like Washington in 7.
Okay.
If Nene is not healthy, I like Toronto in 6.
What?
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, that is not what's
going to depend on whether or not this guy is healthy.
Hold up. That is not what Strong Arm Sports is about. We want the Strong Arm truth right now, Spade. You got to pick a side,
bro.
Nah, get them in the comment section. This is not allowed on SAS.
What you
pick
mean?
a side. Pick a side.
All right. Since you want to just push me, Nene, please be healthy, Nene. Yo, give me the Wiz in 7.
Wiz in 7. Okay, get them in the comment section, y'all. This is Strong Arm Sports. Sometimes you got strong arm.
Y'all remember what I said, though.
Nah, hell nah. Let's move on. We're going to talk about the Chicago Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks. This is what, the 3 and the 6 seed right here. Y'all already know I'm going Chicago in 6. I give Milwaukee 2 games just off the fact that Middleton and Michael Carter Williams and those Giannis, the Greek freak. I think they could get 2 games. Man, what bothers me with looking at the Bulls in the playoffs is injuries. Taj Gibson got a GTD next to his name. Not got the draws. That don't stand for got the draws. That stands for a game time decision. I'm worried about him. I'm worried about Noah's health. I'm always worried about D-Rose's health. I mean, if we're healthy, I could see the Bulls going deep. But I think they can get past the first round and the Bucks, so I have them in 6. How do you feel about the series?
Well, this series right here smells. It smells like upset. But since you won't let me, you won't let me play the injury card here. If D-Rose is back, I can only assume he's healthy. and I got Chicago in 6. I'm telling you, this Chicago team, they better not look past this Milwaukee team. They better not.
I agree.
All right, man. 100%. So our last game on the Eastern side is the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics. Okay. This is a 2-7 series. Who you got here, man?
Now, I might shock you. I got Cleveland sweeping. I got them pulling out the brooms on Boston. I think Cleveland want to sweep so they can rest up. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to turn up in the playoffs. I think Kevin Love is going to turn into that beast he was back in Minnesota. So we got to watch out for Kevin Love in this playoff picture. I think Kevin Love will have a monster series against the Boston Celtics. We have to wait and see. But I have them sweeping Boston. I have them going 4-0.
Okay. Well, just when I thought my geniusness was rubbing off on you, you threw me a curveball at the end. I also have Cleveland breaking out the broom. I got 2 brooms drawn on my board right here, and they're both on the Eastern side. Give Atlanta a broom and give Cleveland a broom. The only difference is, you know who I think the X factor is going to be in this series?
Who?
Mozgov. I think Mozgov is going to eat in this series. I think he's going to go off. Boston, I don't even know how the hell you guys made it, but it's going to be a short stay. If I were y'all, I would just, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even unpack all your things. It ain't going to last very long. You'll be back at home before you know it.
Now, this is Strong Arm Sports. I got a strong arm, something over here. So, Spade, I want to ask you, in the Western Conference, out of them matchups, what's the best matchup? What's the matchup you can't miss over there? What's the matchup?
I want to say Portland, Memphis.
Okay.
Injuries is going to keep me from saying that. So I believe the best matchup in the West is Clippers and Spurs. I really do.
Shockingly, we agree again. That is definitely the game I would have picked. Clippers and Spurs. I think that's going to be. I mean, we already know in Golden State, that Oakland crowd, they get live. But I just don't think the Pelicans have enough. So the most entertaining series over there, I will give it to the Clippers and the Spurs. Same question in the East, babe.
Oh, that's got to be the Wiz and the Raptors, man. Those two teams are so equally matched on paper. I know the games aren't played on paper, but on paper, those two teams are so equally matched that that's going to be an entertaining series for sure.
We agree again. Raptors, Wizards.
I agree. You learning.
I agree with you 100% with both of your picks. But I want to know in the comment section which one of these series are the most entertaining series you guys want to see. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys going to say, I want to see who's going to say Atlanta, man. Can Brooklyn have a shot? Can Brooklyn have a shot, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Maybe you guys disagree with what we have. The numbers of games these series will last. Leave it in the comment section. Y'all already know we love y'all conversing in the comment section. Spade, strong arm performers.
I got my strong arm performer.
Okay, let me know who your strong arm performer is.
I really wanted to give it to James Harden for finishing the season with a triple-double. But because you say I always pick James Harden, I'm going to go somewhere completely different. I'm going to take my strong arm performer of the week, Talent Pickens, to South Beach. And I want to give my strong arm performer to Michael Beasley, who said, to hell with tanking and getting a lottery pick. I'm trying to make sure I'm on an NBA roster next season, and went off for 34 points, 11 boards, and 8 dimes. He almost had a trip dub in a game that the Heat didn't even want to win. Way to go, Michael Beasley.
That just goes to show that he's retarded. They didn't even want to win the game, and he go ham. The game they need to win.
Looking at Beasley like, look at this fool.
The game they want to win, he don't do nothing. The game they like, you know what? We're going to sit everybody and put these bums out here to lose the game, and Beasley go ham. He don't get it. He don't get it.
Beasley said, I'm trying to be on a team next year. I don't care what pick y'all get.
He did go ham. It was well-deserving. But my strong arm performer goes to Anthony Davis, the guy that I foresee being one of the, if not one of the best players, not just big men, one of the best players in the whole league in the NBA. He had 31 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals in a game against the Spurs that helped his team get the last spot in the Western Conference. So kudos to Anthony Davis for throwing the Pelicans on his back. It was well deserved. For that, you are my strong arm performer of the week. Spade, it's been a great show. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and comments about everything we discussed. We love you guys' interaction down there. If you, as usual, if you new, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, give us a thumbs up, man. We appreciate it, man. Spade, you got anything else?
Yeah, man. I want you guys to also know that we're going to do this, of course, in round 2 as well. So each round of the playoffs, we're going to come together, just break them down and, you know, share our thoughts and our opinions with you guys. And we want you guys to do the same thing in the comment section. We'll be looking.
That's right, man. Other than that, it's been a great show, Spade. We'll see these guys next episode.
Yes, sir.